Dear friends, thank you for listening me. And please, I have to share a question to you. And please put your hands up if you have some of these kind of problems. Uh, cool or someone have one of these problems or obesity or low emotional state or cardiovascular disease or problem for sleeping. It's so common to hear in people in our world that these problems. I want to share a picture about me, experiences that I have when I when I when I am in the mission. Look that this is in 2006, probably 15 years ago. And then when I got married, I have another figure in my body. It's not a good picture, but look that. I have a obesity problem, and one of that I feel when I have this problem is I feel so bad, and then when we have this problem, I have problems for sleeping. The sedentary life is a problem that we have in our world. People who suffer the problems that I say are in the 60% of the population around the world. One of the cause of this disease probably are overpopulation, probably increase the crimes in our communities, or we don't have parks or sidewalks for have physical activities. And the World Health Organization share a percent for people that in countries have problems from obesity. If you look, United States and Mexico and Emiratos Árabes have the people more obesity in the world. Then Canada or Spain have a 24%, but the problem from obesity and sedentary life are increased in our world. Well, what can we do with this kind of problems? We have very simple solutions, and one of them is to have physical activities or make exercise. Exercise can help us to have a better life and have another point of view about our lives. When we make exercise, we leave the stress in our lives, and we reduce the risk to have or to contain diabetes or have problems with colon or depressions, or in some cases heart diseases. Exercise, probably if we want to make exercise or activity or physical activity, we have to have the decision to make exercise, and then we have to that if we have the decision to make exercise, we make plans to make exercise. Okay, probably in our schedule put 30 minutes per day. This means that we we have to move some activities in our daily activities, like work, or like spend time to watch TV, or use the morning to make a physical activities or exercise. If we make exercise, we can increase the opportunity to feel more self-esteem, and we have the more opportunities to have better relationship with our families and with coworkers. Um, the results, one of the results that we have for make exercise is that it's cheaper. Probably if we have one pair of tennis and we have the decision, we can go to the park, or probably use a sidewalk in our houses, or pay for gym to go to make exercise. Um, in my personal experiences, make exercise can help us to sleep better, and to have a control of my weight. Then I love to run, and I have the time for go and run. I want to share a picture about me, like that, like a fiddle. But if I have the opportunity to participate in a race, and if I can go, I go, because I feel better when I make exercise. Then that I talk about this, I want to invite you to have plans to make exercise. First, the one thing that you need to have this, or make this, is make a decision to make exercise. The second, make plans. Put in your schedule the days that you want to go to make exercise. Third, do it every day, probably 30 minutes per day. Four, review your progress or your activity. Four, enjoy it. I know that if we make exercise or physical activities, we can have a better life, and we can have the opportunity to reduce the risks of have this sedentary life, and this is risks of problem health in our lives. Thank you, dear friends, and I hope that you can make the exercise, and I hope that you can give me a feedback about your planning activities, make exercise. Thank you.